The Nintendo Switch is an amazing little bit of hardware, with one defining feature that would bring Nintendo back on top. The idea of taking modern home console games on the go is something that would only have been dreamt about. In 2017, Nintendo made it into a reality, in a very Nintendo way. Games that shouldn't even be able to run on the Switch appeared on the systems. Devs trusted the Switch and brought over some amazing IPs. Most notably, titles like Elder Scrolls, Overwatch, Doom, and even The Witcher 3. Going from playing the game on TV to playing it in the car, at school, and even in the waiting room was something to behold. It was definitely a best-selling feature of Nintendo's system. Having that ability was detrimental to the Switch's success.
Glorious.
To have these games available on the go comes at a cost, mainly in performance. Let's take Overwatch for example, on the PS4 versus the Switch. Let's see how they compare. Because the PS4 is stronger in specs, it's able to run the game at 1080p 60 frames per second continuously. This means that the game is not only graphically superior, it's also superior in the sense of frame rate. The Switch version of Overwatch runs at 900p 30 frames per second docked and undocked at 720p 30 frames per second, which you gotta say for a handheld system is not bad, especially given the fact that this is an FPS. The port job on this is amazing. Witcher 3 was one of those games that came as a shock to everyone once it was announced for the Switch. Not only that, but it runs well, but having to do that at a low resolution. On PS4, the Witcher 3 runs at 1080p 30 frames per second. Now, even though it's 30 FPS, the game still looks amazing on the PS4, although it does kick up the fans quite a bit. If you have a regular PS4, it will definitely sound like it's trying to go Super Saiyan 3. The Witcher 3 on the Switch was only able to do HD in dock mode, meaning that if you have it in portable mode, you're going to be running it at standard definition. 720p in dock, 540p handheld. Although being the case, the game actually runs considerably well if you consider that the fact that the Switch is a glorified Android tablet on steroids. This game came out in 2015 originally, so to have this on the go now is definitely a dream come true for those people who wanted that back in 2015. If the resolution for you in the dock isn't enough, then there are ways to actually output a 1080p signal. Please keep in mind that the Switch is the one that actually upscaling the video to 1080p, so it might not actually be that great of 1080p. To always get a 1080p out of your Switch, just follow what I'm doing. As you see, I've gone down to TV output, changed automatic to 1080p, now I have 1080p signal all the time. If this isn't enough for you, then you can always get an M Classic, which will use anti-aliasing technology to fix any problems. Do I recommend buying a Nintendo Switch? Yes. I recommend buying the 2020 ones rather than the old 2017 or 2018 models. 2019 is a mishmash of the old models, and then towards the end with newer models, so best just to go with ones that are labeled 2020. One of the great things about the Switch, and the major selling point to me, was the ability to take the system on the go, put it on your TV, being able to take it out, go upstairs, put it on the toilet, playing the game, come back downstairs, play the game on the TV. Major selling point for me. And I do use it quite a bit. Tell a lie, quite a lot. I have over 500 hours on the Switch. Separate games, fine, spread across days and hours, but the newer models are a lot better. One thing to consider when buying the Switch is, do you want the one that could plug into your TV, or do you want the one that's just for portable mode? The Switch Lite is better in certain areas. However, the regular Switch is better as well. It's really up to how you're going to play the Switch. Are you going to mainly just take it on the go like 3DS, or are you going to play more in TV mode like a PS4? Are you going to just do both? That's really what the question is. Me, I use the entire feature except tabletop mode. Tabletop mode is just pointless to me. I just use portable mode, aka handheld mode, or TV mode. TV mode is definitely the best for this in certain areas, but having it available on the go is just so useful, especially for Overwatch. Now I've got Overwatch up and running on my Nintendo Switch right here, so as we wait for this game to load, I'll pick a character, so we'll go with Genji. As you can clearly tell, I'm playing this game in handheld mode, so this is running at 720p, 30 frames per second. Now, if you're not really a big fan of the Joy-Cons, there are other options. For example, the Pro Controller. Now, you could use this in tabletop mode like I'm doing here for the video. So this is the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. So let's give you a little bit of a look around on it. As you can tell, there's a USB-C port right on the top. Note that the triggers are digital, they're not analog, so they're literally just a button. Now, one thing that you should keep in mind is holding this controller is more like a GameCube than a PS4 or Xbox One, mainly because of the gap between the shoulder buttons and the triggers, and the way the grip is made. Now, if the Joy-Cons are too small for you, you are able to replace them with the Hori Split Pad Pro. Now, the Joy-Cons are eaten up by my hand very easily, so that might cause cramps for you. So I would suggest you buying either the Hori Split Pad Pro or Satisfy Grip, either one. Now, Wolfden has done videos on both of them, that will be in the description below. So I hope you guys enjoy your Nintendo Switch.